If I had to think of one word to describe the nature and impact of the history of the Philadelphia Orchestra, it would be defining.
Legendary and fabulously brilliant.
Cultural ambassador.
Two words come to mind: tradition and innovation.
The Philadelphia Orchestra is beloved, here at home and all around the world.
So one of the things that I thought about when I first walked into the archives of the Philadelphia Orchestra and Academy of Music was, what are the treasures held here? And beautiful as that room upstairs was, it was not easily accessible to anyone who was really deeply interested in knowing the story of the Philadelphia Orchestra and what the Philadelphia Orchestra means as a defining institution in Philadelphia.
This is a marvelous gift, and we are tremendously honored to have this opportunity to accept the Philadelphia Orchestra archives. It represents the rich history of Philadelphia for over 100 years. There are records of famous conductors, there are financial records, there are program notes, as well as musical recordings.
These records are important, they're valuable. They tell the cultural history not just of an institution or a city, but of the world. The thing is, though, they need to be preserved. They need to be maintained. They need to be cataloged and curated. Most importantly of all, they need to be shared, because that is where their true value lies.
To give access to the public to our archives is really important, because it's not only about looking in the past, it's about giving access to students, to professional musicians, to music lovers, to everyone who's passionate about what made this city so important in the cultural landscape of the United States and of the world.
We are a major leader in the world of cultural preservation, making sure these documents live on, but also from the standpoint of organizing them so that researchers can gain access to them. That's all something that a library can do in a way that an institution like an orchestra could never do.
It's only by not just understanding, but by being able to look at and pick up and feel these kinds of materials, photographs, program books, letters, contracts from the very musicians that formed this orchestra in 1900s right up to the present day. It's only by understanding and be able to trace that story that we can more deeply appreciate what an iconic organization Philadelphia Orchestra is.
The Penn Libraries is also a cultural organization that reaches beyond the traditional forms of scholarship. Collections that represent the archives of the famous contralto, Marian Anderson. Conductors such as Leopold Stokowski and Eugene Ormandy were positioned to preserve, to make these collections accessible, and to invite the international scholarship to be a part of this journey.
You know, the history of the Philadelphia Orchestra is made of firsts. When we are conscious that we have this in our DNA as an orchestra, we can also get inspired to still do a lot of firsts in our time, in the 21st century. And this is why being connected to our history, being aware of our history, and also share our history with our audience is so important.
This is when the outstanding expertise and resources of a truly great library, like the Penn Libraries, matter most. We are delighted to have this gift. We are excited to have this gift. But most of all, we are thrilled by the potential it represents. The opportunity through care and curation to bring new insights and new understandings to future generations of scholars and students who will access and study these materials.